what lead shall I put him on?
Whatever you would use if you was to take him for a walk.
I don't. The only time I take him out is when he goes to the vet or he goes in the play.
We've got quite a large area at home, so he's got... Like,
he's got a field to run in.
Okay.
But this is our issue. I can't walk him because I can't deal with him.
Okay. So just bring him this way.
Ernie. As you can see, I've got no lead control because I haven't...
No. Oh, there we go.
Here we go. No. No.
Amazing.
It's just this approaching, which obviously whenever I would walk him, I couldn't do it in the end because I couldn't hold him. I didn't know how to deal with it. And we've left it now because we have a field.
All right, let's take a slightly different tactile approach then. Right, so first things first, because the problem is, as you say, if I take him and take him away from you, he's going to behave completely differently. So one of the things I want to do is interrupt this behaviour first of all, so we can start again. So if you guys just wait there, let him have a sniff around.
Okay.
But he needs to learn that that look of intent to do harm is what's going to cause that to go off. And you felt it's just a vibrate. Yeah, this is a bit unconventional. I normally wouldn't do this. Normally what would happen is I would take the dog, but the problem is the vet can take the dog. Your dog walker can take the dog and he's absolutely fine. It's when you've got the lead and that's where the problem lies. It's no good me taking the lead and getting you to walk towards me. So I need something. This is where remote collars are so beneficial because I can't get close to you to show you how to do that in a sense.
Good boy.
Yeah, we go.
Good boy.
They're moving around. Hello, mate. Just tell him enough?
Enough?
There we go.
Good boy.
So nothing there, that was you.
So I want to stop him looking at you, I do.
Well, it depends how he looks. Ask him to sit.
Sit. Good boy.
It depends how he looks. Yeah, so if I'm looking at you like this, that's fine. If I'm looking at you, that's fine. It's when the mouth stops from going like panting to everything almost turns into a sniper. Everything goes still and deathly cold.
Ernie.
Sit.
Sit. Good boy.
No, he's not a good boy that time.
No.
The reason he's not a good boy that time is because he got out to sit, dragged you around a bit, then you asked him to sit. Yeah.
Okay. But do I not reward because he finally sat?
No.
Okay.
No, it's a bit like having siblings, right? I use this analogy. So I've got 3 girls, but 2 of them are 8 and 9. It's a bit like the 9-year-old punching the 8-year-old. And you're saying enough, 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 and then when they eventually stop, you say, "Well done for stopping punching your sister."
Okay.
Yeah, it's it.
Sit. Sit. Good boy.
The other thing is, if he gets up, ignores you, eventually goes back and you reward him, he learns he can get up, ignore you, and eventually he'll have to listen, but not straight away.
Okay.
Which means he's not going to listen straight away when you want him not to lunge at the person walking towards you. If he won't listen straight away to a sit, how do we expect him to stop lunging straight away?
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm going to move around, looking.
Enough. Enough.
No, that's all right.
Is that all right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he's got that typical boxer look. Enough.
See
there
that
we go.
he growled. Yeah.
And that was the perfect timing.
Yeah.
Yeah. All this is doing is giving you a bit more authority. If you go and this goes off, now mum has a little bit more authority. Then you're going to get the look of confusion, that's fine. I'd rather a confused dog than a bitey dog.
You think he's defensive or is he anxious?
Well, I think you're triggering it. So every time you go out, you don't walk him, he goes to doggy daycare, everything is about avoiding situations, yeah? When you're in that situation that's unavoidable, you panic.
Yeah.
Straight away he takes over, yeah? And that's effectively what's happening. You're nervous, so in his mind he's got to protect you. Problem is he's also nervous, so he makes piss poor judgment. Well, what I actually want to do is I actually want to take him off you. I want to get him walking nicely because you need to have a little bit more control of what's going on.
And leave that there.
Yep. So all I'm doing with Ernie is just trying to teach him what this means. So every time he goes rogue, I'm just giving a little and then taking. Because this is how he needs to walk on a lead. Let's go. Ernie doesn't have a lot of stamina, does he?
It's
day,
quick. Yeah.
Quick doesn't mean stamina.
No, I mean he goes full on and then, but he can go all day.
Let's go. Let's go. So right now I'm not really giving him an inch. Like, he turns with me, if I slow down, he has to slow down, and it's subtle pop every single time. So let's go. Because I need him listening to me first time, not second time, not third time, first time. Because if he doesn't listen to me first time, then let's go. As somebody approaches me, he can lunge.
Yeah.
Let's go. I'm being super strict with not giving him an inch, because those bad decisions he makes are a result of him making little decisions and them going unchecked. Yeah. So whether there's nothing, whether there's nothing going on, or whether there's a lot going on, if I tell you to do something, you do it. There's a lovely dog. Sit. Walk towards me a little bit, Ben. That. Enough. Right there, did you see his mouth shutting?
Yeah.
That's where he needs communication. Walk towards me again. Sit. Good boy. Sit. Now I'll drop him on the floor. He didn't take him, that's fine. The reason I dropped him on the floor is because it engaged his nose. So even if he doesn't take the food, it still engaged his nose.
Right.
Yeah, which is a calming response for a dog. When he's sniffing, he's not biting. It's whenever a dog bites, it's the moment before they do it, is if they're sniffing someone and they touch them, all of a sudden the sniffing stops and the body tenses up and then they can lunge. Yeah, as long as he's sniffing, he's not going to bite. But there's that split second before. So I always want to re-engage that nose. Good boy, bud. Yeah, even if he doesn't take them, he can still sit. Still creating that engagement back onto me. Come here. But look, see how this is him. Stop there. This is him trying to take control.
Absolutely, yeah.
Now, if a person keeps approaching, he's going to lunge.
Yeah.
Look how, in that instant, he's gone in front.
Yeah.
Yeah. What he said is, I've got this. But because he's a really bad decision maker, he's going to try to make Karen go away. Yeah. Keep coming. Sit. Break that focus. Down you go. And you see how it just then, as he comes back up, looking around like a normal dog. Yeah. So either I become proactive or he becomes reactive. The reason I've attached it to his collar as well is because I don't want the first experience he has with it, him lunging. He hasn't, but you never know because he's prone to lunging. So I just want him to learn that where this goes, he follows. And if he follows the direction of it, it turns off. So very quickly, so he becomes in complete control. Yeah.
Okay.
So the first exercise is a simple one. I just want you to get used to the feel and everything. No structure really. Just walk up and down with him. Don't let him pull you. As soon as you feel tension, that's it. See how you took it straight off. So if there's tension on that lead, it means it's biting. The name of the game is to turn it off straight away. Otherwise, it becomes uncomfortable. Just stop there for a second. I'm going to demonstrate with you. Do you mind if I grab your arm?
Yeah.
So imagine it like this. If you're doing something, I want you to stop. I do this. Boom. Boom, boom, yeah? But if there's tension on because he's pulling and it stays there, that becomes uncomfortable and he pulls into it more. So as soon as that tension's on, that he's created where he's pulled, your goal is to take it straight off. So if he's going that way, don't go with him, it's oi, and bring it back off. Yeah, so as soon as you feel tension hitting that lead, it's off and then start again. So
it's almost like the vibrator thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's activating.
Yeah.
Let's go.
You're going to have no issues with it.
Do you
Let's
think
go.
this is
Let's go.
to lose this collar, or you think you're probably going to need it?
Okay, so they aren't forever collars, but some people use them
Let's go.
forever.
Good boy.
Okay, now what I mean by that is I refer to it as a seatbelt.
Let's go.
You stick your seatbelt on every single time you go out. Clear
Let's go.
like that, see that? He's found a tug toy.
Let's go.
The other thing I want you to practice, right, he wants to come across, there you
it's
go,
not
look at
that.
that. But look, bring him back. Bring him back, bring him back, bring him back. There you go.
Sit.
Now, there was a moment at the start where he lunged and you looked like you was going to lose all control. He lunged then because he's found that bite wedge.
Saw
Yep.
that, yeah.
But however, remember what I said, it doesn't matter. It's a bite wedge today, it's a dog tomorrow, it's freaking Linda down the road in a Zimmer.
Yeah. On the floor.
Yeah. Right, but how did that feel when he lunged?
More control.
Yeah.
No, it's
But
a
you had
bit-
control.
I mean, a torn shoulder I've got, but hopefully it won't tear anymore. Put it that way.
No, it won't. But a lot of that was him going, oh shit, that sucked.
Yeah.
And you go, no.
Yeah.
But that, if you know that if he does lunge, you've still
Sit.
got him, you're not ripping your shoulder out.
That's exactly what we do. We avoid going
So
out.
sometimes the collars aren't, because like I said, he was walking nicely for me in the slip lead. I just don't think that you'd get him where you want to be at this moment
No.
in time on a slip lead. He's too powerful.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had to use a lot of force on that slip lead to get him to comply. And if that's me, who's been
Yeah.
doing this for a long time, you're definitely going to struggle.
Yeah.
When he's on a walk and he's doing okay,
Yep.
and then there's something happens, he's like whatever, and then he gets lit up, and you can't get him back calm. Do you carry on the walk, or do you just
You
make
can,
him
look.
sit until it?
But look, he started to get worked up there. The correction come, ask what you want, decompress, move on. He's back to square one. You have to look at his reactivity. If you look at a loaded bar, yeah, so like from 0 to 100%, yeah, 100% is him frothing at the mouth, full blown lunging, you holding on for dear life. That's
Yeah.
100%, he's off the reservoir now,
Yeah.
right? But you have to look at every time you interrupt that, it comes back down, yeah? So,
Does that matter? Sorry.
yes,
So that does.
but all you have to do in this case, if you will, your left leg, sweep round, push back.
Just do that.
That's it, back into a sit.
Sit.
Yeah,
Right.
there you go. You take control of that situation.
Need to correct that. Sorry for
Yeah,
butting in.
because again, do you mind
Yeah.
if I touch you again? Sorry. But it's no different to this. So I'm you, he's the boxer. Yeah? Sorry, no. You're your wife, I'll be the boxer. So I'm here, we're having a conversation. This is where it should be. But then what happens is I do this. Then what happens is I do this. Then what happens is I go, what?
Yeah.
Yeah? Like that. You never switch off.
No.
Alex is coming, he's going to... So, enough. And then relax. Into a sit.
Sit.
Stay nice and chilled out. Deep breath. Alex is going to get a nice photo of this dog. Just stay nice and chilled out. Turn your body just a little bit. There you go. Oh, that was perfect use of your leg. See, now Alex is taking photos.
So that was enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
It didn't react. If
No.
you didn't react, you did enough. Turn your body into a sit.
Sit.
Then relax. You are basically acting as shield for him now, in a calm manner that says you don't react because I've got your back.
Right.
If you go, oh no, what do I do? He goes, you know what, I'll react, I've got your back.
Yes. Yeah.
Remember, you be proactive so he doesn't become reactive. Guys, 78% of you are still not subscribed to our channel. So please help us grow by liking, subscribing and hitting that bell notification so you never miss a video.